Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Brothers Podcast Ponderings. Today, we are going to talk about Iron Lung since we watched that. So, we're going to talk about our thoughts and uh, reviews we've seen, whether we agree with them or not. I think it's fair. So, film-wise, I think it is a very interesting film. I think Markiplier did a very interesting thing with Iron Lung.
Yeah.
He took an interesting approach. I didn't quite expect it to be the way it was, so that was good. I did enjoy it. He successfully got me wanting to know more about the story, which is always a good thing. Yeah, that's never a bad thing.
Yeah.
I'll let you talk about the lighting.
The lighting was probably the main issue with the film. It was hard to see what was going on in certain scenes, and I kept losing focus during the film when there was very low lighting. It was hard to see what was going on. There wasn't much talking. So it was hard to tell what was going on. It just kind of lost focus at certain points. That was the main issue it had.
Yeah, I would agree with that. The biggest problem it had was that I saw a review saying had it had 2 or 3 more backstory scenes, it probably wouldn't have been as confusing.
Yeah.
Because the plot is a bit disorientating. I think you can figure it out though. People are trying to say there was no plot. There was one. I don't know how they've come to that conclusion, because there was definitely a plot, but it could have been clearer. Again, a couple more scenes, and I would say no one would have anything to complain about at all. At all.
Yeah, I agree.
You said you watched the gameplay. Any big difference?
14 minutes of it, so I didn't watch all of it. But
any differences you noticed?
Well, obviously,
spoiler warning, by the way.
Spoiler warning.
In case.
From what I saw, there wasn't really much contact with other characters in the game.
Right. Yeah.
From the 40 minutes I saw, it was just you doing things. At the beginning, there's one person that tells you to go. You're going down.
Yeah.
But there's not really much other contact with people. Whereas throughout the film, there's constant
talking with other characters.
Yeah, talking with other characters, getting feedback from them.
The creature itself speaking.
Yeah.
That's a big difference. Considering you're just wandering about and then all of a sudden there's a big creature trying to kill you.
Yeah.
Also, I think the reloading thing does happen, but...
Reloading?
The reloading scene when they take the sub back up.
I didn't see it.
I believe it does happen, but you don't see anyone. It doesn't get opened. That doesn't happen at all. I would say Markiplier's action was very good in it. I saw a review saying the reason they gave it a 9 out of 10 instead of a 10 is because at the start it looks like he's just getting to grips with serious acting.
Yeah.
Which I can see that.
I can see at the beginning it does seem like he's
sort of planting his feet a little bit.
Yeah.
But as he goes on, he just gets more and more immersed with the character, and you can see him get more and more comfortable with his role, which was really good to see. So
yeah.
I would probably agree a 9 out of 10. Could have been a 10 out of 10 had it started like that, but it started Heist and Markiplier sort of acting, which is still good acting. It's just
obviously I can understand why people don't like it. It's not like something I'm glad about, by the way. It's not like a generic film. It's not the type of film generic audiences will like.
No.
It's more experimental. It's more to the. It stays true to the heart of the game.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things I liked about it.
And that's what was so good about it, though.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't like it. I'm like, what's your problem?
Anyone who
not a lot, but some people.
Anyone who likes the game will like the film.
You know, it's already doubled its money on the grossing.
I'm not surprised.
It's gross double again. I think it's almost. It's on 17 million now. So that's really good.
Yeah.
Considering. So he's definitely made his money back in full, and he can make another if he wanted to.
Yeah.
Do you think he's going to make a sequel?
Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if he did.
Because it left it off like he was.
Because the thing is, obviously, a lot of the part of the film is the like fear of the unknown. A lot of it is like supposed to be mysterious. You're not supposed to know a lot of it. But the thing that gives me hope that he might make a sequel is the fact that even the game, it had like updates to expand on the lore more. So that might be what more films do, just expand on the lore.
Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah.
Because obviously the first film could, on its own, be a fine film. It doesn't need a sequel.
No.
It can be without one, be mysterious, be fine. But then releasing more films just to expand on the lore a bit.
Yeah.
No problem with that.
Yeah, there's absolutely no problem with that. I would also I did like the whole idea of like it starts off as a simple mission.
Yeah.
And gets really derailed because they don't expect life on the planet.
Yeah.
Because I assume that's not their home world.
Mm.
I assume they're a space colony.
I mean, to be fair, it says stuff about like there's all these different moons they're going to, and then one of them has the blood ocean on it, and so they decide to check it out.
Yeah.
So obviously, it's kind of like they're just exploring different places, and this is one of the many places they've explored.
Yeah, which is interesting. And then like there is life, but it's not life you want to get to know. Like really don't want to get to know.
Yeah.
Which is interesting again. So yeah, I like that part of it as well.
Yeah. Because I did see something I do kind of see the complaint about is for people who aren't the biggest fans of video games, obviously not like the film, it's based on video game. It's like some people complain that like it's a bit too video game-ish. And it's a bit like it kind of feels too much like a video game rather than a film.
See, to me, I didn't experience that personally. I didn't think... I wasn't watching it thinking this is just like a game. In fact, I didn't. I remember the gameplay of it, and then like I was thinking when people say it was like a game, I'm like, oh, it'll be like, you know, Ready Player One or something. But it really didn't feel like that. It's like, for me, anyways, how I felt. I thought it did feel like a movie with like inspired by a game. Yeah, a movie inspired by a game, but not like exactly like the game. I wouldn't have said that.
Well, yeah, there's differences from the game, but like if you haven't played the game, you don't know what the game's about. It still does kind of feel like a game because obviously I went in having not seen what the game was like. I had no idea what the game was like.
Yeah.
Went and watched it, and I'm like, this feels game-ish. Like even if I didn't know this was inspired by a game, I could probably tell. Obviously, I don't mind it. I think then watching the gameplay afterwards kind of helped me like it a bit better.
Yeah. I get that side of things. Like, yeah, watching something that's inspired by to increase your enjoyability. But I didn't have a problem with the
Something
main
that
game.
does annoy me is that the game does actually have better lighting.
The game has really good lighting.
Yeah, it has the one light, but it's really powerful.
Yeah, that's what I don't get about the
I guess trying to make it look like...
more horror-y.
More trying to make the Iron Lung look more cheaply built.
But then if you look at the start as well, like the start of the film, it is quite bright. It gets darker as he goes along, like, which I guess makes sense. And Mark's acting was great in it. Like, I have no complaints about Mark's acting at all. Like, it was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Utterly amazing. What would you rate the film out of 10, then?
Now, for me, a 10 out of 10 film would have to be a film that everyone can enjoy, is just perfect in every way. So I tend to stay far.
I wouldn't have given it a 10, right?
And I do see a few problems for a first film. Great for a first film ever,
and for 3 million.
Yeah, for 3 million.
Budget of 3 million.
Budget film 3 million. First film ever. It's great. But if you're comparing it to every other film that's ever existed, regardless of budget, I'd say probably like I don't want to say it, Callum. I don't want to say the numbers. A 6 or a 7.
A 6 or a 7 out
Yeah,
of
a
10.
6 or a 7 out of 10. I'd say probably leaning more towards the 7.
I'd agree with that. I'd give it a 7.
Yeah.
In fact, I might give it a 7.5.
Yeah.
I really did enjoy that movie. I think it's one that if you like it, you'll love it.
Yeah.
If you don't like
If you don't like it, you'll
really
hate it.
gonna not like
You're either
it.
going to love it or you'll hate it,
You're either built for those movies or you're not.
which is why it's obviously been so controversial so far.
Yeah, which I don't think is quite deserved the amount of hate you get.
I can understand it though. Some people just don't like that type of film. And
But then don't go and see it. You know what I mean?
to be
It's
fair,
like,
so there's people who are going to see it just to support Markiplier, or just to see what all the hype's about.
but then those who want to support Mark already know sort of like the story.
There's a lot of people who don't actually and just like Markiplier, but not to the point where they're like gonna watch all of his videos. But like, if they can pay to watch a film, they'll do that.
Yeah, that's true.
Considering it's also a lot of hype, a lot of people are talking about it. They kind of want to see what it's about.
Yeah,
So there's lots of different factors as to why people want to see it,
yeah.
see if they'll enjoy it. And obviously, a lot of people have went in, not enjoyed it, and then now they know.
Well, some.
Yeah,
I would still say it's majority going in are liking it.
yeah,
But there are those who go in and just didn't like it, which again, yeah, like you say, it's fair enough. It's fair enough opinion as to not like it, but
yeah.
I don't particularly think that's Markiplier's fault.
No, it's not Markiplier's fault. If anything, it's the game's fault, because any problems you really have with it are because of it being similar to the game.
Yeah, that's really the issue here.
Other than the lighting.
Yeah,
Lighting is a fair enough criticism.
that is. Hopefully, but again, low budget. Maybe
Yeah.
next film will be better. That's why I'm looking forward to it.
Maybe you'll listen to criticism and try to improve.
Because he said he's not listening to any negative reviews. He's just sort of like ignoring the haters. But he's like, I'm making the film I want to make. But I think he is taking any sort of issues
Yeah.
in that film. He'll take it on board with the next one because he always does that in
Yeah.
general. But yeah, it's a really solid film. It's really fun. If you don't like ambiguous films, don't watch it.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't like figuring stuff out, don't watch it.
It's kind of
I'll watch it again.
Yeah, it's interesting.
But if you're not wired that way, it's not.
If you're not wired that way,
boring.
Yeah, that's why a lot of people have said it's boring, because if you're not the type of person who likes to figure things out and put things together when watching a film, you're going to find it boring, because you need to put in the work. You need to really think to understand it, which is why it's a difficult film to watch. Obviously, you like doing that, then fair on you. But for people that don't like doing that, which I'd say the general audience, a general moviegoer, probably wouldn't want to.
I would agree with that. But yeah. And again, I'd probably final budget, like final amount of money it'll make, I think by the end of its cinema line, about probably 175. I think it's probably about fair.
I'm gonna guess 120.
That's, again, I can see that. It's not making 200.
Yeah.
But I could see a case for over 100.
Yeah.
I could definitely see a case for that. And then a better film, you know what I mean, next. Or hopefully a series, who knows. So, if you like this video, please leave a like. Leave a comment if you want to. If you want to keep up with the channel, please subscribe. And if you don't want to miss the next video, which we'll record on Wednesday, hit the bell icon so you don't miss it. Okay? Right? See you later, guys. Bye. Bye.